The United Reformed Church is a Christian church in the United Kingdom. It has approximately 56,000 members in 1,400 congregations with 608 active ministers, including 13 church-related community workers. Origins and history. The United Reformed Church resulted originally from a union of the Presbyterian Church of England and the Congregational Church in England and Wales. In 1972, in introducing the United Reformed Church Bill in the House of Commons on the 21st of June 1972, Alexander Leon called it one of the most historic measures in the history of the Christian churches in this country. The URC subsequently united with the Reformed Association of Churches of Christ in 1981 and the Congregational Union of Scotland in 2000. In 1982, the United Reformed Church voted in favour of a covenant with the Church of England, the Methodist Church and the Moravian Church, which would have meant remodeling its moderators as bishops and incorporating its ministry into the apostolic succession. However, the Church of England rejected the covenant. In 2012, the United Reformed Church voted to allow the blessing of same-sex civil partnerships. In 2016, the URC voted to allow its churches to conduct same-sex marriages. Bayleaf. The URC is a Trinitarian church whose theological roots are Reformed and whose historical and organizational roots are in the Presbyterian, Congregational and Churches of Christ traditions. Its basis of union contains a statement concerning the nature, faith and order of the United Reformed Church, which sets out its beliefs in a condensed form. Polity. The URC is governed by a combined form of Congregationalism and Presbyterian polity. Congregation. Each congregation within the URC is governed by a church meeting consisting of all its members, which is the ultimate decision-making body in the local church. There is also an elders meeting which advises the church meeting and shares with the minister the spiritual and pastoral oversight of the church. Elders are normally elected to serve for a specific period of time. Within the present structures, congregations are able to manage themselves and arrange the services as they choose, reflecting the circumstances and preferences. As a result, congregations, even neighboring ones, may have quite different characters, types of service and eligibility for communion. Congregations, through the church meeting, are responsible for the selection of ministers to fill vacancies. They also select elders from within the membership and accept new members. Synod. At a regional level, representatives of the congregations assemble in a synod. There are 11 English synods, roughly corresponding to each region of England, one in Scotland and one in Wales. Each is served by a synod moderator. The synod and its committees provide oversight within the framework of Presbyterian polity, giving pastoral care and making important decisions about where ministers serve and how churches share ministry. Through the synods, the URC relates to other Christian denominations at a regional level such as Anglican dioceses. Synods make many key decisions about finance and about church property, which is usually held in trust by a synod trust company. Synods have committees and employ staff to encourage and serve local churches. General Assembly. The URC has a General Assembly which gathers representatives of the whole of the URC to meet biennially, advised by the Mission Council. The General Assembly plans the activity of the URC across Great Britain and makes key policy decisions about the direction of the life of the denomination. It also appoints central staff, receives reports from committees, and deals with substantial reports and initiatives such as Vision for Life. The synods are represented along with the conveners of the Assembly Assembly's standing committees. There are 11 standing committees appointed by General Assembly to carry out its policy and to advise the Assembly. Each committee relates to a different area of church life, including mission, ministries and education and learning. Mission Council, the executive body of the General Assembly, meets twice a year. Church-related community work. Church-related community work is a distinctive ministry within the URC. CRCW ministers use the principles of community development to respond to issues facing the neighborhoods, working alongside local individuals and organizations, developing initiatives to transform communities. Between them, CRCW ministers enable churches to widen the mission by identifying local needs and opportunities, confronting injustice, organizing community action, developing and supporting initiatives that improve the lives and well-being of local people, and theologically reflecting upon that action. Ecumenism. Formed in an active ecumenical union, the URC is committed to ecumenism. The denomination is a member of many ecumenical organizations, including Churches Together in England, Citon, the Infees Covenant, Action of Churches Together in Scotland and Churches Together in Britain and Ireland, the World Council of Churches, the Conference of European Churches, the Community of Protestant Churches in Europe, the World Communion of Reformed Churches and the Council for World Mission. United Reformed Youth. United Reformed Youth is for young people aged 11 to 25. Formed in 1974, with the name the Fellowship of United Reformed Youth. It is led by an advisory board elected at the annual URC Youth Assembly. Reform Magazine. The United Reformed Church has published Reform Magazine since 1972, as a forum for news, comment, inspiration, debate. A digital edition of the magazine, accessed through an app or online, was launched in April 2015. Reform was called a prophetic voice by the theologian Robert Beckford in 2013. Archives. The denominational archives of the United Reformed Church are held in the Congregational Library, housed at the Dr. Williams's Library in London, as are the archives of the Congregational Union of England and Wales. The papers of the Presbyterian Church of England are held at Westminster College, Cambridge. The papers of Associated Missionary Societies and the Foreign Missions Committee are held by the archives of the School of Oriental and African Studies, London. Local church records are the responsibility of the church concerned, and will normally be found either in the relevant local record office, or at the church concerned.